Pranam, Ram Ram. I have picked up this book, Predictive Astrology, for all of you today, written by M.N. Kedar sir. Very suitable for advanced students, quite a thick book. First, I'll pass my gratitude to Kedar sir, although he's not with us. And I'm really sad because after reading his many books, I wanted to study under him. However, he has left a lot of gems for us through his astrology writings. Now, let's talk about this book, which is published by Bharatiya Prachya Evam Sanatan Vigyan Sansthan. I don't know these publishers personally, but I'll appreciate their work because book is designed beautifully. It's a comprehensive model, spans last 3 editions, comprising 3 sections with 15 chapters and 6 annexures. The whole book has got so much of knowledge. That's why I have picked up this book for book review today for all of you. So book is only for 400 rupees with a wealth of content to explore. I recommend settling in, taking notes and benefiting from both concise and detailed reviews. Also, you shall join my Telegram channel and get a lot of material there about each book I review and information of all the channels I have. Specially to mention, I have extracted 11 golden principles for all of you, as well as a few ready-made notes from this book and many other books. Whichever book I review, I always make notes for all of you and post it on Telegram channel. Earlier I used to have it on blog, but now we have shifted to Telegram. So it's a foundational book that provides essential insights for students of Vedic astrology. While many other texts delve into detailed analysis of topics like Dasha and all, Kedar sir focuses on building a robust astrological foundation. This book is highly recommended by Indian Council of Astrological Sciences, ICAS. ICAS students, I have posted detailed review on this institution, ICAS, and many other institutions on my other channel. So you can go to the Telegram channel or you can search the YouTube channels and you can get all the information of these institutions. I'll post again on Telegram also so that it's easy for you to locate. So I have posted many other colleges, institutions and academies which are teaching Jyotish and also offering certificates, diplomas and degrees, so that you can get all of these through these institutions. I personally believe predictive astrology coaching can be proved as valuable for students, astrology students, as self-study is. I'm sure about gaining knowledge, but can't say much about these titles we gain from these institutions. But never mind, these are my personal beliefs. I do not believe in any certificate, diploma or degrees. But it's your choice. So the information which I have, I'm sharing with all of you. Now, there are 3 sections in the book. Let's start with section 1. Section 1 talks about chapter 1, which is on signs of zodiac and planets. The book is opening with few tables on nakshatras and lordships, how to calculate lagna, and then daily and per sign motion of the planets. Then a very useful table on aksharas associated with planets, although the use of these aksharas is not being taught in the entire book. So why am I saying these are useful? Because the whole universe is the manifestation of sound. Sounds exist in our life through aksharas. I have been Parampara student and we have been taught a lot of use of Sanskrit aksharas in our day-to-day life as well as in astrological science. Later, In this chapter, we'll read characteristics of all the planets, body parts associated, and disease and all, and a few more important tables. Chapter 2, signs and their characteristics. So, chapter 1 was completely dedicated to planets, and chapter 2 has all the properties. Chapter 2 has all the properties and characteristics of signs. Reaching chapter 3, Karak Tattvas of the planets and houses, part 1, and chapter 5, Karak Tattvas of planets and houses, part 2. Third and fifth chapter are most important of all. In Vedic astrology, Karakas are the significators or indicators that represent various aspects of life. So, both these chapters are telling us the Karak Tattvas of Bhavas first, and then each planet, which act as Karakas for specific areas, and they are holding up the responsibilities of many aspects of life, specific bhavas as well as influencing events related to those areas. So there are many types of karakas, bhava karakas, sthir karakas, yoga karakas, char karakas. So yoga karakas are also explained here. Bhava karakas are usually responsible for creating bhavas, and same for all. Let's say Surya is bhava karaka for Tanu Bhava, which is the first house. So body and soul, for both Surya is responsible, whereas Atma karaka Atma karaka, which is Char karaka, is also holding responsible for self and soul. But Atma Karaka, that shall be different for different natives though. Atma Karaka is different. Whereas as a Sthir Karaka, Surya is same for all. When it comes to Sthir Karakas, for day borns, Surya is Pitu Karaka, and for night borns, Saturn is Pitu. So Bhavas from Karakas are also responsible. Many important factors like fourth from Chandra is Matru Bhava, Matru Karaka. Then eighth from Saturn is Mrityu Karaka. You need to highlight and make a lot of notes from this chapter. Chapter 4, Avastha of planets, another chapter to memorize thoroughly, as we use these avasthas in prediction a lot. Baladi avasthas, etc. Also infant, youthful, adolescent, old and dead. So Uchabhilashi and Nichabhilasha is also explained here, and under the name of combust planets, setting degrees of planets are explained, which is wrong. So students, combust planets and setting planets are two different concepts. Here listen to me carefully. Combust planets are Dagdha grahas, and it's a separate concept. Then setting of planets, Asta graha and Dagdha grahas, are two separate concepts. Which are at the distance of a certain fixed degrees from the sun. After this topic, the planetary friendship is given along with few tables. Then we reach to chapter 6. Chapter 6, the theories of birth time rectification. Chapter opens up with a controversy about birth time and need for the rectification of the birth time. Then two methods are being taught for rectification here, and then one method which makes the use of Rahu, Sun and Lagna sign, which can tell us about the gender of the native. So Sir has also taught us how to fix Lagna. After all the above, we'll get the most dependable method of rectification. 1. The promises in the chart. Second, its fructification according to Dasha. Third, timing of the event with the help of the transit, of course using PSC and all. Here comes chapter 7. Chapter 7 is Dasha and Antardasha calculations. So first, Gandhiji's chart has been used as example. Calculations and application of Dasha is being taught directly on the chart first, and then how to read this chart or any other chart. All these steps are given in detail. After that, Vinshotri Dasha given by sage Parashara is being explained. Here I'll share one formula with all of you. Please note it down. It's very good for you to memorize the Dasha sequence, which is Su, Cha, Ma, Ra, Gu, Sh, Bu, Ke, Shu. So Su stands for Surya, 6 years. Cha stands for Chandra, 10 years. Ma, Mangala, 7 years. Ra, Rahu, 18 years. Gu, Guru, which is Brihaspati, 16 years. Moon, 10 years. Sun, 6 years, makes 16 years of Brihaspati. I'll explain it some other time. Sha is for Shani, 19 years. Bu, Buddha, 17 years. Ketu, 7 years. Then Su is for Shukra, 20 years of Vinshotri Dasha. Total number of years are 120. So I wanted more details in this chapter though. While finishing explanation on section 1, I can say that section 1 and section 2 shall be exchanged with each other, but never mind, as I have now I have told you, so you would be careful. So first you make notes of section 2 and then read section 1. Now let's start section 2, chapter 9, aspects. Now students, aspects are of two types, Graha Drishti and Rashi Drishti. So only Graha Drishti is explained in this book. Simple and special drishtis with mention of a few other writers and reference being given about their work. So page number 21 to 121 to 124 is very important. Also, I have shared PDF of Dr. B.V. Raman's book, which has been mentioned here in this chapter. So now we have reached chapter 10, the key elements of signs, mundane effects of planets is being given here. Kendradipatya dosha, Badhak Sthan, and few other very important concepts has been given. Page number 132 to 135 needs to be memorized again. Many other chapters I have underlined and given on the Telegram channel also. So categories of planets are explained, and later in the chapter the role of the planets for a particular lagna is being given. Chapter 11, Ayurveda and Maraka. This is this is a very critical chapter, a very critical of all, for which I have bought this book actually. Two topics are being covered here, Ayurveda, and Ayurveda is actually longevity, and Maraka. Maraka are wherever your longevity finishes, Maraka appears. So both talks about the longevity of the native. Balarishta, etc., infant mortality, strength of Santan Bhava, then cancellation of Arishta, and then a little bit of huge topics like Gandanta. Although I have given a very beautiful article on Telegram about Gandanta, you should read that. I wanted more to study on Gandanta in this chapter, but never mind, what we have, we have. Then a table of Then a table of Mrityu Bhaga and planets is also given. Again, an important concept in deciding longevity. So topics like Ayurveda and Marka are given nicely, and in chapter 12 the planets in different signs is letting us know the placement of the planets in different signs is affecting our reading, although aspects, conjunctions are also equally important. So the interference of the houses where the planets and the signs placed will modify the results. Almost 67 pages are given for this concept. A very, very important chapter. Beautifully elaborated. You should memorize the whole section 2 and selective portions of section 1. Let's move to third part, where you are assumed to be ready for predictions. You are advanced students, so you are already doing predictions, but now more topics has been added to, more concepts has been added to your knowledge. So section 3, chapter 13, special yogas, types of yogas has been explained here. A few lists has been given here, and you may read yogas by Dr. K.S. Charak. So in this chapter, simple and special yogas are explained, but no charts are not being given here. That's why I am recommending another book for this chapter for special yogas. Then we have reached chapter 14, general judgment of horoscope. So another beautiful chapter. So for those students who feel weak in predictions, they should go through this chapter multiple times and then memorize it. Judgment of horoscope depends on how strong you are in your studies, and this depends on practice, of course, and how powerful is your mantra shakti. So now strength in your application of principles and Jyotish dictums will prove how honest you are. This chapter talks about this only, that how honest you are with yourself, with Bhagwan, and with your clients, with the native. Especially to mention, you are not allowed to share your calculations of lifespan and also any major malefic event with the native, as your karma cycle will get badly affected. So choose your words carefully. We are reaching towards the end of the book. Chapter 15, a thought on Navansha. A little bit of Navansha is being touched upon here. I am not talking about it here. You may or may not read it. It's a very, very little portion given over here. It's better to study specialized books on D charts. I would suggest 2 books from my side. Pandit Sanjay Rath has written a beautiful book on Varga Chakras, or you can go to Shodasha Varga Chakra written by Komila Sutton. I'll post few for you guys on Telegram channel. Then we have reached to the last portion of the book, which are annexure. 5 annexures have been given here. Annexure 1, which is about Roga Ripu, and then Gandamul. Then we have aspects of Rahu and Ketu. The 5th annexure talks about yogas a little bit, and 6th annexure is very beautiful. You should memorize it. It's on transit. Now I'm recommending this book for sure. I'll give 9 out of 10 because of the comprehensive approach this book is having, and a lot of material to gain knowledge, to memorize. You should study this book. Also, I'll ask you to read the trio, which I have mentioned on Telegram channel. I have posted for all of you. Trio means you should read 2 other books with this book, which I have recommended. So go to the Telegram channel and check those books. However, it's important to approach astrology read with the caution, and as I always say, that predictions should be made responsibly. Students, predictions should be made responsibly and with a lot of empathy, keeping in mind the potential impact on individual's life. With this, I'll take a break and would come back with another book soon. If you want me to review any book you like, then you can mail me. सभी को मेरा राम राम, सुखी रहिए, do a lot of study and stay connected.